Welcome back into Great Day, Washington. April is Autism Awareness Month, a time to celebrate neurodiversity, raise understanding, and support inclusion in every community. And right here in our community is a conference taking place. And here to tell us more is Ausome Girl author and advocate, Carla Moultrie. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here, Carla.
Thank you so much for having me, Elaine.
Of course, we appreciate it. So tell us what brought you into working in the world of autism.
Well, I now have a 12-year-old daughter, Camille. Camille, right before she turned 3 years old, she was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And one of the things that I noticed was so many children would often ask, why won't she speak to me? Or why won't she share her toys or her snacks? And I quickly realized that children didn't understand how to communicate with her.
Right, that makes sense, that they just weren't sure. And then you were compelled to write a book. Tell us about that.
Yes, I decided to write a book to help children.
Is this Camille?
This is Camille. This is
Aw,
Camille when she was 7. I was compelled to write the book to help teach children how they could support children like Camille. The book teaches some of the challenges that she and other children that live with autism sometimes have. And it also talks about their strengths. We like to call them their superpowers that often go overlooked when we think about an autism diagnosis.
Yeah, how has this book been received? You know, how do you feel like it's helping other kids understand?
Oh my goodness, I could not believe the response that I received. I thought it was going to be very specific to my family and friends and church members, but I forgot that I went to college and I had lived in other states, and my friends from social media saw it online and they just began sharing it literally all across the country. I've had school districts reach out to me to order the book in bulks. I've had churches reach out to me, order the book in bulk. I mean, it's just been amazing. Corporate organizations reaching out, wanting to partner, just to say how they could better understand autism.
Yeah, Carla, I just got the chills from you saying that because it's just so amazing how the world is embracing people with autism and wanting to learn more so they can just be a friend and be helpful.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. I know you're very active. You do speaking. There's a conference coming up. Tell us about that.
There's a conference, the Disability in the Church Conference. It's held here in McLean Bible Church. And it's over 700 people that have already assembled and gathered here for the conference. It's pastors, church leaders, nonprofit leaders from all around the country who are looking to figure out how they can create more inclusive spaces for people who have autism and other neurodiverse conditions.
Wow. So what kinds of things will people experience when they go to the conference?
Some of the things they'll find out, like tomorrow, my husband and I are presenting on a session on Children Are Our Future. Whitney Houston sung it best. It's the greatest love of all. Teaching children how they can better support their peers that are autistic. Churches who are looking to just start a special needs ministry, because a lot of churches don't have it. Figuring out how they can become more inclusive. So those are some of the different types of organizations that will be there and different types of sessions that you'll find.
That's fantastic. For anyone listening right now, maybe they haven't read your book, or they don't know many people with autism, or they just don't know, what do you want them to know about children or anyone with autism?
One of the things that I would really want people to understand and to know is that they are just like you and I. They have feelings just like you and I. They have emotions just like you and I. Many things that we think that people who are neurodiverse or autistic maybe they're not. They are just like you and I. They just process information a lot differently than we do.
That's such a great reminder. Just because they're not sure how to respond to you doesn't mean that they're not experiencing those feelings. Yeah. Where can we find out more about you and this book?
Yeah, you can find out about more about the work that I'm doing in the book and on our website, Ausome Girl. That's AusomeGirl.com. AusomeGirl.com.
All right. It was such a pleasure to have you here, and all the best to Camille. Give her a big hug.
Absolutely.
To her from us at Great Day, Washington. Thanks again.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. To follow Carla's advocacy work, you can follow her at Carla A Moultrie on Instagram. And you can learn more about her book at AusomeGirl.com.